Hello, Seiiti Arata. Do you feel a strange sadness on Sunday evening? A feeling of profound emptiness? You might assume that your dread is about returning to work tomorrow. After all, most people dislike their jobs. They feel this dread, but today I'm talking to people, usually in their 50s, who built successful careers. So probably you do not hate your job. That quiet Sunday sadness, it has a name. It is Sunday neurosis. And rest without a target can feel like depression. To feel better, every Sunday at 4 in the afternoon, you can do something like solving a practical challenge that gives meaning to your life. And after you do this, then you can enjoy your evening rest feeling much, much better. Solving one strategic planning problem will help you to fall asleep peacefully without that Sunday dread. So my warning for you today is about passive rest, doing nothing. According to Psychiatrist Viktor Frankl, if you take it too easy, only resting without any challenge, you might become victim to Sunday neurosis. Explanations for this Sunday evening sadness, they usually focus on work dread. In the past, people used to hear the theme song of a late night Sunday television show, and they would feel immediate physical dread because they would hate their job, their boss, their weekly commute. If you truly hate your job, your Sunday sadness is a clear sign of a career mismatch. But if you spend decades building a comfortable life, earning respect, doing a good career, achieving your financial goals, your Sunday emptiness is a different type of problem. You spent 3 decades as an executive role, defining your identity. And now suddenly you fear that that lack of purpose means you're no longer capable or needed. For 30 years, your mind operated with constant high-stakes responsibility, solving complex organizational problems every single day. Now, when it is Sunday afternoon, you basically have a lot of free time, and then you might feel this strange emptiness. When you do not hate your Monday, feeling aimless on Sunday is confusing. You look around at your achievements and then you wonder, why do you feel unexplainable anxiety when everything's apparently going well? Psychiatrist Viktor Frankl founded logotherapy and identified this pattern as a Sunday neurosis. I'll leave the link here for you to see the full detail. When you don't have anything to do on Sunday afternoon, your brain interprets that total absence of challenge as an existential vacuum. And to restore healthy tension, you have to give your mind a structured planning challenge every Sunday. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Conventional retirement advice assumes that after years of hard work, the ultimate reward is total relaxation. But clinical research shows that human mental health does not come from doing nothing, from pure passive rest. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Mental health requires a healthy level of tension that is created working toward a clear project. When your mind encounters 0 challenges on a Sunday afternoon, your attention naturally turns inward toward unresolved worries. So instead of passive relaxation, you've got to engage your mind. You may try to fix this emptiness adding more passive leisure, like turning on another television show, pouring a second drink, or sitting at a quiet dinner table, hoping that this sad feeling will pass, but passive relaxation cannot create psychological tension. So what do I mean with that tension? Well, healthy tension is the active mental focus that is created when your mind works toward a meaningful goal. You need to have something to do. Without controlled tension, passive rest leaves you just lying awake at night with rapid, anxious thoughts. When a high-capacity brain like yours has no external problem to solve, this mind turns this problem-solving power inward. Your brain starts to analyze your personal worth, your age, your future direction, turning decades of useful executive skills into internal anxiety. Existential dread is hunger for a new purpose. When you experience Sunday neurosis, your natural reaction might be to resist the feeling of feeling ashamed. In that anxiety, you tell someone your achievements and your financial security. That should feel content. You feel guilty for experiencing internal distress when your life appears stable from the outside. You assume that feeling empty on a Sunday evening means that something is wrong with you. Existential frustration is a natural signal of a mind seeking purpose. It is not psychiatric disease or mental weakness. Just like physical hunger tells you that your body needs nutrition, Sunday sadness tells you that your mind needs a challenge. Sunday sadness is a natural signal of an active mind requiring a meaningful goal to pursue. In Okinawa, Japan, centenarians do not practice passive retirement. Okinawan centenarians, they maintain an active Ikigai across every stage of life. What is Ikigai? Ikigai is a Japanese concept for your reason to live, the daily purpose that gives you energy to get out of bed. In Japanese culture, Ikigai is not fixed. Your Ikigai is not stuck to your career. It can change in every phase of your life. In Western society, workers often define their entire identity by their job title. I know a retired judge who no longer works as a judge for more than 10 years, but everybody around in the neighborhood still calls him, "Oh, the judge arrived." When that primary career role ends, people assume that their purpose for life is over. But in Okinawa, elders continuously transition into secondary, tertiary roles. Okinawan elders guide community projects, master crafts, they mentor younger generations. When one primary career role ends, your brain doesn't need passive rest. Your brain thrives with a structured second Ikigai to maintain healthy psychological tension. If you're interested in that, come and visit the link arata.se/your Ikigai to learn more. Stop trying to drown Sunday sadness in TV or wasting time discussing in social media. Your mind simply needs a real challenge. Add a meaningful activity to your Sunday. To keep your mind healthy on a Sunday afternoon, you have to replace passive rest with a simple mental challenge before your evening relaxation. You don't need to return to work and have a lot of stress. No, you just need to give your brain a real problem, something interesting to solve. Every Sunday afternoon around 4 o'clock, you can sit down with a notebook, spend 45 minutes, pick one real problem, a real project that demands your focus. And then you research doing flow. Flow can create a natural flow focus. The challenge is matching your potential, your ability. Spending 45 minutes solving a real problem will give your mind the right amount of challenge, helping you to fall asleep peacefully without that Sunday night dread. And when you close your notebook, then you can relax and enjoy the rest of your evening. So please, pick a project that uses your experience, like helping a local charity or guiding someone who needs your valuable advice, or starting a personal project that you love. By giving your brain a real problem to solve in the late afternoon, you satisfy your mind's desire for challenge. Solving one real problem replaces Sunday emptiness with a clear mind for your Monday morning. Sunday neurosis is not a personal defect or work dread. Sunday neurosis is your brain requiring some interesting and challenging activity. By solving one problem every Sunday afternoon, you maintain healthy tension, and then you enter your Monday morning with a clear, healthy strategic plan. If you're ready to build the habit of structured focus and master high-value mental skills, I invite you to visit the link arata.se/your Ikigai.